Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Nerds of Legend. It's me, your DM, Ben. Next to me is Brian. Below me is Will, and next to Will is Brendan. Joel's going to be back and joining us at some point later. He had an appointment that he had to attend, so he's running late. Thanks for bearing with us while we took our little holiday break there, and we're ready to get going again. So without further ado, let's get back into Candlekeep. Last time, the group entered the town of Vermillion and immediately ran into trouble. Murph and Gideon retrieved the necklace from the tree, as requested by Lucas, and Onan went off to the graveyard to place daisies on the grave of Lucas's wife, while Mop wandered off between the two groups. Mop saw a reflection of his old master in a window, which spooked him enough to leave Onan alone. In the graveyard, Onan placed the flowers and was beset upon by a crustacean-like flea-type monster that filled him with fear. The monster disappeared into shadow as help arrived, and the group started to be set upon by various hallucinations. These continued to ramp up as the group resolved to stick together and proceeded to explore the town. They found an abandoned cart, seemingly only left a year previously, and they also found a stonecutter shop in which its owner had seemingly left his tools on the ground in the middle of working. Finally, they found a blacksmith shop where they found some treasure and goodies and decided to rest for the night, where their dreams were fraught with nightmares, which exhausted both Onan and Mop. The group woke up in the morning, and that's where we are now. So you guys wake up in the morning. Onan, Mop, you guys both have some exhaustion going on. One level of exhaustion, I should say.
Yep.
You're in the blacksmith shop. You've thoroughly raided it. What do you guys want to do?
There was that other building that was here, wasn't there?
I'm going to pull up the map for you guys so that you can have that to look at. So, you guys are currently, if you look at my screen, you are right around, I believe you're at V1 currently. So, the only place, the last place that you hadn't checked out is pretty much the mayor's house in terms of the town.
Well, friends, do we want to check out that mayor's house, or did we want to check out that mine?
Thought we were checking out all the buildings before, so no one snuck up on us.
Mm-hmm.
Mayors' houses have mayors, and mayors have money. So
I don't think there's a mayor here.
what there might be is money. Just putting it out there.
Okay, so you guys want to make your way to the mayor's abode?
I think it's unanimous.
All right. So you guys head on your way, and nothing really happens. But you arrive at the entryway to the mayor's house, and if you'll give me a second. You come upon the mayor's house, and and again, it's another overcast day. There's like There's something like oppressive about it. It's gray. It just feels like the sun should be shining, but it feels like muted and dark. And you enter the mayor's house at the front and find yourself in the entryway. Dust covers everything in this wide hallway. Moth-eaten cloaks hang from hooks on the left-hand wall to the left and right. Hallways branch off into the gloom. Ahead, a stairway leads up to the second floor, and a door stands beneath the stairs, seemingly leading to the backyard. So, you got pretty much these options for where to go next.
What's the condition of the mayor's house in?
It's just it's looking pretty run down. It looks like it's been pretty much untouched. It hasn't been taken care of, but yeah, looks pretty decayed at this point. I mean, as evidenced by the last picture here. Pretty
Almost
decrepit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is pretty nasty inside. So I can presume there's no lights on or anything, like no evidence of anyone
Right.
recently. Okay.
So you're in the entryway.
I think the first thing I'd probably do is glance towards H5 because I don't really need to. I don't have to leave the site of the party to sort of inspect it.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want to go towards the parlor a little bit?
Do it.
Okay. So you see the parlor. It's empty except for 4 wingback chairs situated along the left-hand wall and a desk in the right-hand corner beside the window. A fireplace dominates the southeast corner.
So there is a fire going.
No, there's no fire. There's a fireplace.
Oh, you said fireplace. Okay. Didn't hear that. Okay. I'll give it a search. Use my investigation if that's okay.
Okay.
10.
You got a 10?
After modifier.
Yeah, you don't really see a whole lot of anything. You take a little cursory look at the desk. This was for public use because it's the mayor's house. There's not really anything personal.
Mhm.
There's some crumbling sheets of parchment, a quill, and a dried up inkwell. You do notice that the chairs are infested with rodents. There's mouse holes and droppings, just very obvious. So presumably nothing's really disturbed this area.
Well, that's gross. I don't know if the party's with me, but I'm gonna, upon seeing the rats, I think I'll back out of the room. Don't know if there's Skaven here, but I don't want to roll the dice.
Did you find anything? Or
You like rat turds, and I think a quill.
no, that doesn't sound great.
I passed on both, so
It kind of as you get kind of that weird gut wrenching feeling a little bit, when you see all this rodent infestation, you almost feel you suddenly feel itchy. You suddenly feel you've got bugs crawling on you, or
Okay.
I'd probably
Vine
visually,
sense.
yeah, I'd visually scratch at it and probably look.
Yeah.
So they probably see me notice that I'm scratching, but there's nothing on me.
Yes. You're like it's not like a little ant bite. It's like a lot.
Oh, is it just him feeling
it's
that?
just Mop.
Okay.
So yeah.
So continue just counterclockwise.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna go to H4.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to H4. This room holds a rectangular table with 8 chairs. There's a sideboard that sits against the far wall with dusty ceramic serving dishes and bowls atop it. A fireplace is in the far corner.
That's a fireplaces. Onan will investigate, I guess, this time. He'll take the lead on this room.
Okay.
Oh, that's not great.
Oh yeah, check out Will's new dice tower.
Is that 3D printed?
Yes, it is.
Mint.
Pretty rad.
All right, so that is a 7 total.
Yeah, I mean, you look through some cabinets. You don't really see a whole lot. There's just some basic china and ceramics. The flatware is kind of it looks silver, but it's plated. It's not an actual silver. It's not silverware. It's just looks like it might be silverware, but there's nothing really to it.
All right, guys, I don't think there's anything here.
Hmm.
Unless we're going to have a meal anyway.
Yeah, Mop's generally going to be afraid of touching anything in the house. He's probably afraid of his own faculties and lucidity, so he's probably uncharacteristically not looting. I think that would be obvious.
Yeah. Also, that you can tell that there's nothing really of value, but
Yeah, that too. But he's not looking for it.
I mean, it doesn't have to have value. You could just lie and say it had value.
yeah.
This is a dingle hopper.
Do you guys continue on, or what are you doing? What's everybody doing? Are they sticking close together? Are they kind of just watching each other? What's going on?
I'm probably standing near the entrance to H4.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm standing sort of in between the gap there and kind of looking over everything.
Mm-hmm.
My character doesn't have much of an interest in looting sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of watching my companions at this point.
Yeah.
Also trying to check in on Murph and just make sure he's okay. I guess I'm just keeping him company.
Yeah. We're just I hate this place. I hate this place. This place sucks. I hate it.
Oh,
Very Murph, yeah.
poor Murph.
Mop's probably looking. He's probably glancing up the stairs to the second floor. He's generally avoiding being towards the walls, as he now thinks it's, the house is suspect for rodent infestation. So he's generally avoiding corners and probably just glancing up there after some cursory looks at the room.
Okay.
Onan is checking out the fireplace.
Okay.
And then when we're ready to go, leave.
Okay. You guys gonna move on to the next room, or
Next room before upstairs, I'd say.
H3?
Yeah.
That works.
This appears to be some kind of conference room or meeting room. There's a round table with 4 chairs that stand in the center of this room. Windows look out into the backyard, and the fireplace in the corner is filled with broken masonry. A framed portrait hangs on the right-hand wall.
Can we see who's in the frame?
Yeah, so if you look at it's an faded oil painting. Depicts a man who you presume to be is the mayor. There's a dark skin, and she's a dark-skinned woman dressed in a cream-colored frock coat with a pale green cravat at her throat. She has her hair pulled up into an intricate twist, and she wears delicate platinum and diamond earrings. Her hands are folded in her lap, and one finger bears a heavy platinum signet ring inscribed with a snowdrop blossom.
Pretty indicative of the wealth they made at the mine.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like they had platinum there.
Yeah.
I think Mop's interest is piqued.
Mm-hmm.
Could he try to manipulate or flip the picture off the wall? See, there's something behind it.
Yeah, as you go to like move the painting, you see like for a split second you think that you saw the eyes move and look directly at you on the picture.
Brian's got me programmed.
And
to
it
be
just
rolling.
like a smile sort of like on its face.
Yeah, I'm just about to roll a sanity check here. Brian says, I'm in a dingy house. I better be rolling sanity.
And then you and then you take the painting off the wall and move it aside, and there's just a wall.
Bob's just going to be curiously, well, after,
And after you look back at
Yeah.
it, it's back to how it was before.
okay, yeah, with futility, he's going to search the back of the binding for any sort of valuables. As they're not there,
Yeah.
he'll curiously flip over the frame and just with futility, it's like poke at the eyes.
Nothing happens.
This house is weird.
Yep.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's
Weird.
fine.
I don't want that. This house is weird.
And then, what's everybody else doing? I'm just gonna say Murph is pretty much just like sticking pretty close to Gideon's side. It's like I don't like this. Why are we here? This sucks.
Considering he's a little freaked out, I'm probably going to be staying near the entrance to H3 and kind of like doing one of these where I'm like looking in on the room to see what's going on with my friends, kind of like looking back over here to kind of see like towards the front door sort of thing. Just kind of like keeping an eye out for both, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Onan will once again check out this fireplace, it looks like.
Okay.
We should light the fireplaces.
Puzzle.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Hmm.
Looks like we need some wood, though.
Didn't you say this one had a whole bunch of like masonry in it, like it collapsed?
That one might
No.
be. Oh, nice. So it still works.
Murph, why don't you go get some wood? It'll give you some time away from this place.
I could come with you if you want.
Murph or Mop?
Or oh
I
yeah,
said Murph, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Want to make sure. Okay. It's like
I mean we can just have him.
I don't know. I think we should. I think we might need to stick together. I just, this adventuring business. This isn't what I thought it was going to be.
Maybe to calm you down, Murph. You have your rituals and all your prayers and whatnot. Can you, I don't know, search the place for evil or something?
Oh, right. And you see his eyes like sort of glow with his normal his eyes of the grave. And he looks around. He's like, "Well, there's no undead here, so maybe it's not so bad." He kind of calms down a little bit.
Well, I'm convinced. No undead. We can look for wood. At the very least, we could chop up the chairs in the dining room.
Yep. You guys still have that last room in the first floor to explore if you're wanting to do that or not.
H2.
Yep.
We should probably do that first.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
Agreed.
This last room, there's chairs arranged in staggered rows with their backs to the door. This looks like it was probably sort of like an assembly room for the town. Seems like this first floor was sort of like it was the mayor's house, but it also served as sort of like the town hall area. You've got you've got this like office area, you've got this like place for people to have dinner, you've got this meeting chamber, and now you've got sort of like the assembly area. There's a podium in the southeast corner of the room with a sideboard that sits on the left side of the room, and a bookcase that stands to the right of the doorway, filled with tomes and knickknacks. A cold brick fireplace occupies the southwest corner.
I check out the knickknacks,
Oh.
completely ignoring the books.
You see the bookshelf. You see a small framed watercolor painting of a mountain range, and then a chunk of raw platinum ore.
Gonna take the painting, and then I'm gonna come up to Mop with the platinum arm and be like, "Is this what we're looking for?"
That's got to be the most expensive paperweight I've seen in a while.
Yeah, you just like your sort of like appraiser like fence senses are tingling a little bit. You like that's like worth 25 gold.
But hey, looter's rights. Your hands were on it first. Who knows? Maybe you can really expensively kill something with a sling. I think Mop's more drawn to the books, as to a fault. Would I have to roll to go through, or?
Sure.
24 to investigate.
Yeah, other than what Onan already found, like the books are pretty much just like, Farmer's Almanac, like last year's, farm, or like, ledgers of like how previous years of the town is done, that sort of stuff, like records, nothing like, just if you're looking for like magic books or something, it's not there.
Yeah, I don't think I need a copy of Hayseed Monthly.
Wait a second. You said that there's records. You found records there?
Yeah.
What kind of records?
Like sort of like almost like ledger books, like just like previous years of the mine, that sort of thing. Nothing.
Yes, but does it record things like deaths and whatnot, or births, or like, what exactly is in the ledger?
Not these ones. This is more like town financial stuff that was, as opposed to like public record, that sort of thing. It's like might have just been like, this is how good the town's doing under my mayoralship.
Issue 4, Why I'm So Great.
Yep.
It's nothing to do with the platinum mine.
You could presume like more like what you're looking for might be like elsewhere in that. Actually, give me an intelligence check.
Okay. $18.
That's gonna do it. Yeah, so this is sort of like the public record sort of stuff. Since this is the mayor's house, you could probably presume that anything like relating to what you're talking about would probably be kept like elsewhere in the house, like maybe more secure than like because what you've been able to see of this house so far is like this first floor is basically like the public space, like the town hall.
Well, that's kind of what I was asking about the ledger. It's like I figured that like public records would be things like, people who are born in the town, people who die in the town. It would be like not necessarily like details about them per se, but like names, dates, that sort of thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Brian. That was the ad-libbing. The book said the bookshelf had a bunch of old books in it, and I was like, "What would a town hall have in it?" So...
Sorry, I too am thinking Call of Cthulhu, so yeah. I'm like fucking like, yeah, okay,
yeah. Perhaps if you go upstairs, you might find more, or don't. I don't care,
guys. I think that if we go upstairs, we might find more.
Okay.
That makes sense. There's more up there.
Say this much, but might be too much up there, but he's not going to directly reference the fact that he's seeing visions, but Mop definitely wants to leave no stone unturned.
Mop,
we never did find that demon that you said you were fighting.
Maybe he's upstairs.
Yeah. Mop, as you think that, you hear like a judgmental like whispering in your head, like in Gideon's voice that said, maybe he's the one who attacked Onan.
I wouldn't do that. Onan's nice. I would never take a swing at him.
Huh.
You just say that?
It would be audible, yeah.
What?
I would never take a swing, Yonan. I mean, that was your paperweight, honest. I'm not going to touch your oar. You're a nice guy.
You can have it.
No,
I don't want you to hit me.
I'd never hit you. You're probably the beefiest person I know. I like the back. I wouldn't hurt the tank.
You hear, and then you hear like in Onan's voice, why'd he leave me alone anyway?
That's when Mop would get confused because he sees Onan in front of him. And if it's Onan's voice and he doesn't see his mouth move, that's when he's like,
helmet.
That's true. Damn it. Yeah. I went. Look, I'm seeing things in this town, Onan. I'm not exactly going to tell you what I'm seeing, but I don't know if it's real. I don't know what's not. Maybe it's a curse. This place is weird. I apologize for leaving you.
Apology accepted. He's gonna kind of look at the other guys like, what the fuck?
All right. You guys gonna go upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go upstairs to the upstairs landing. You guys can see it on the screen. There's an open landing that waits at the top of the stairs. 4 closed doors lie before you, and a large entryway gapes from across the hall to the south. So there's 1 large open doorway and then 4 closed doors.
Maybe I follow you guys in this one. Not feeling too chipper right now.
Okay. Go to H7. Just continue in the path we kind of did downstairs.
Okay. All right, H7. So the door is not locked. It's closed, but it's not locked. And this dim room holds nothing but a bed, partially coated in debris from the collapsed chimney. Cold air gusts in through the gaps. There's like nothing really of interest in this room at all.
Well, give it a look anyway. Since we
Mom,
did that to all
what would
the
you
other
say you're
rooms.
doing? You said you're holding back. What are you doing right now?
Rather than peeking in the rooms, Mop's most likely just watching their backs and just like eyeing the opposite doors in the other side of the hallway.
Okay. Gideon, what are you doing right now?
I'm watching Mop. He said that he was seeing things. I want to make sure that I keep a close eye on him.
Okay.
He's not exactly proud of admitting that either.
I'll ask him if he'd like a hug.
Me?
Yeah.
Now?
Why not?
Is that entirely appropriate?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right, you wouldn't. What the hells?
All right, I'll give him a really big hug.
I don't think Mop was expecting the 200% hug that Gideon exerts on him, and he's just kind of like... there.
Well, everybody else is paying attention to Mop, and you went in the room. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, that's so great. Look at that number, guys.
No.
That is a 3.
Okay.
No.
Hold
That's
on.
a 3.
I know I have some pluses in that though. I'm a beefy boy. So that's a total of 5.
Okay. So as you step into the room, the door slams shut behind you, and you feel the familiar claws of that monster you felt earlier. And you just, in your mind, you hear, sleep. And you can't move. You guys in the other room hear the door slam shut.
I turn around and I see the door is shut. Yes?
Yes.
I will attempt to break it down.
Okay.
Hesitation.
Gideon, what are you doing?
Onions in there.
You heard the door slam shut too, Mop. Heard and saw.
Don't we want to... Oh, no, it's locked.
No, it's not locked.
Oh, it's not? Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I would just try the door first. I mean, I'm not going to go in, but I'll kind of...
But does it actually open, though? I mean, it's unlocked, but does it open?
It does open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of...
Is Onan in there? And he's just kind of like standing?
There's no one in there.
Oh.
God.
Bye, guys.
Sorry, Onan.
Roll credits.
Joke's on us. He's the protagonist.
Gideon will walk inside the room and he'll start like checking under the bed and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
trying to see if he can figure out where.
Okay, I'm not waiting out in the hallway. I'm going. I'm coming over there.
Just let it happen again.
I'm not. This is not happening again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna absentmindedly fumble with my dagger as I'm following him around. Like, oh
Yeah.
gosh.
So there's nothing really that can be determined from this room. Murph steps in and he like starts looking around with his like arcane abilities or whatever, and he notices that same sort of like fey presence that he noticed at the graveyard, and he's like, I think that monster was here again, and it took Onin.
In a room this small, like where would they go?
Well, it could teleport, remember?
There's not like, I don't know, soot or like an arcane circle or.
It didn't leave any last time.
You think
this fey energy is still present?
I don't know. You'd think the dust in the room would at least be moved if it was here, but.
Yep.
Actually, could Mop try to? Could he use an Arcana check to kind of like feel like a magic trail or anything?
Yes, you could. Maybe you could try. Depends how good your check is.
Yeah, it's true. I'll put my dagger away and just kind of like squat down on the floor and just kind of like try to feel along the carpet or stone or whatever it is. 21.
Yeah. So you could tell there's like a fey energy, and it most likely at this point teleported elsewhere in the house. It's like you can see what just from your reading stuff about magic, you can see what Murph means about how it's like similar to the fey, like the feeling you got in the graveyard, sort of that like shadow teleporting ability that you saw.
Mop will be very tight-lipped about the fact that the magic like visually sort of resembles his own, and instead change the subject and say, couldn't have gone far. The amount of energy coming off of this, it's got to be in the house somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Dagger comes out again.
Yep. Okay. Are you guys gonna keep exploring then? Sorry, Onan, you're out of commission for right now.
It's okay.
It had to be somebody.
I didn't want to play D&D anyway.
I'll go across the hall to actually H11.
Okay.
As Gideon starts walking, I'll be like, hey, there's a saying where we come from. Don't split the party, and just kind of follow behind him.
All right.
So
you see, you go into H11 and you see that this bedroom has a tall chest of drawers made of dark wood in the corner across from the door. And then farther into the room, there's a small desk that sits between two windows with a large bed to the left of it. The sheets and blankets on the bed are like rumpled up, and then one moth-eaten pillow lies on the floor beside it, the other on the mattress where it belongs. This looks like another like child's bedroom.
In that case, I immediately exit and go just to H10.
Okay.
Just immediately follow after him.
Yeah, this room is...
Because I'm looking for Onan, at the moment.
Yeah, very quick search.
This room is empty except for a bed and a fireplace, and as the room is cold and has an air of loneliness about it. You can presume this is some sort of guest room.
Nope, he's not here. I moved to H9.
So inside this room, there's shelves filled with books that line the walls of this library, and 4 wingback chairs sit around a low table in the center of the room. There's a wide bank of windows in the south wall that gives a panoramic view of the dilapidated houses beyond the twisting branches of the tree in the front yard. You can see on a table in the center of the room that there's several open books that lie on the table and scribbled notes on bits of paper.
Okay. Nope.
Is it legible enough to quickly read?
So you see a note on the top of one book, and it says, "Could this be the answer?"
I'm just going to glance at Gideon, and as I see that, I'm just going to grab the book so that I can follow with him and kind of just like peruse as I'm following him.
Yeah. And then you went to the last room, Gideon?
Yeah.
There's a double bed that sits beneath the windows along the far wall, with a fireplace that occupies one corner and a window that looks out into the front yard. You can see like a pile of crumpled half-written letters on the mantelpiece above the fireplace. And then there's a letter addressed to the mayor of Marin, stuffed in an envelope. Oh, I guess I don't know if you investigated anything in here or not, so I'm not gonna.
I did not. I defined no Onin, so.
Yep.
I look back to Mop and I say, "Are you sure that he, might still be here?"
From what I know and from what I could feel, yes.
Then we have to go back downstairs.
Okay.
After you.
Right, I'll head downstairs.
Could I get an Arcana check?
Sure. Dirty 20.
Yeah. Do you think of what your sort of knowledge of this it's yes, he couldn't have gone far initially, but by now they could have gone anywhere.
Yeah. Situation's changed. We might want to look outside.
And you think
this
of the
house
only place that you haven't looked is the mine.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, did either of the windows to the east of the house have did any of the rooms? I'm sorry, to the east of the house have windows off facing towards the mine? Or was the mine off to the west?
Is off to the east.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I looked in those 2 previous rooms, did I see any windows that might look out towards the mine?
Yeah, both in the son's bedroom and then above the guest bedroom.
I immediately go to the son's bedroom and I take a look through the window to see if I can see Onin. Because if it's a short range teleport, then maybe he's still being taken to the mine.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Okay. Hey, that is a 26, all things considered.
You look
Here it is.
off to where you see the road leading to the mine is, and you see like a brief briefly you see a figure carry like two figures carrying another one, another armored figure, like show up in place and then like look sort of back at the house and then like disappear again.
I immediately take a running leap through the window and tumble as I like hit the ground to like roll with the impact and like start chasing after.
Okay.
Would you like me to give you an acrobatics?
Yes, I want to see. You're on the second floor of a house. Let's see it. Let's see how good your acrobatics roll is.
Yeah, sure. Okay, that's a 17, all things considered.
All right. Yeah, you're able to tuck and roll all right, but it's still a long ways off. And by the time you get to the point where you saw that scene, they're long gone.
Well, I would like to, remind you that I am a monk, and so I can actually travel at 40 feet, per like round. And if I like take the dash action, like 80 feet.
Yeah, it was probably like 200 feet. It was probably like 200 yards away that you saw this scene. So like they were well, far away, and they're able to like sort of like too far away for you to like make any headway is what I'm
Ben's over here like, Brian, don't make this fucking difficult for me.
He's like, I stole him fair and square.
He's mine now,
But you
okay?
would say that you're by yourself now, right?
Of course I am. And I'm running towards the mine.
I mean, do you
Okay.
really think either of them jumped out a window?
Hell no.
No.
This
They're
was
like,
all
they're
Gideon.
still like, what?
They're a different brand of crazy.
Ooh. But as you reach that spot, you feel like right as you're like reach that spot, you feel like something like whistle past your head. And you turn around and you see another one of these creatures standing in front of you, and I need a wisdom saving throw because he missed his claw attack.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a 13.
Okay. You can tell that it's sort of like you're supposed to be like you're like for a second you're like viscerally frightened of this creature, but you're like but you want to run, but you're able to throw off the effect. And I guess roll initiative.
All right.
That's
Hey!
everybody can roll initiative.
Let's do it.
Except for Onan.
Big fat 9.
Except for Odin. Sorry, Odin.
Oh.
You got a 9? Oh shit,
Yeah.
you got a 19 though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 23.
Go ahead. You're up first. And I'm gonna say
Okay.
Murph got a alright.
Now, I don't need like an insight check here. I know this thing is hostile, right?
He just took a swing at you.
Okay.
And probably, yeah, he just took a swing at you.
God, do I want to fight it or do I want to run?
Mm.
I don't think this thing's going to let up on me, even though I think I could outpace it, but I don't think it's going to like just give up.
He's also like half your height.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's a little dumb to like judge this thing by its like stature. So
I was saying. Can you give me a perception check?
Yeah, sure. I could give you one of those. That's an 8.
Okay. You don't notice anything.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I don't think I can get this thing off my ass. So, I don't know. I also don't know if I can really hurt it though either.
You remember? I'm gonna say you remember that like the last time you guys faced these in the graveyard, when it took damage, it bounced.
Okay. Well, I mean, I wasn't actually there for the fight at the graveyard. I just kind of like shut up.
You were kind of like told what happened by your companion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll try to hit this thing, I guess. 2 attacks. We'll say that the multicolored die is my quarterstaff. We'll say that the red die is my fist.
Okay.
Okay, well, the quarterstaff definitely hits.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, they're both 18.
Yep. Roll your full damage.
Cool. Okay, so that's D6 and D4. Okay, so that's 12 points total.
Good damage. All right. It kind of like seems surprised that you're like able to hit it and stuff. And then that's Murph's turn. He's going to see like what just happened, and he's like, and he's gonna like look at Mop, and he's gonna like dive out the window after. We'll say that they sort of like they are. I'm gonna say 2 turns away from backup, just based off of like how far you sprinted and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So that is the monster's turn. He's going to take a swing. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Yeah. So he like the thing takes like another swing with its claws, and you're like, Poocha! And like just block it out of the way. That is your turn.
All right. Back to the hits. Multicolor is the quarterstaff. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the quarterstaff is going to miss this time, but does the punch hit with a 17?
That's going to do it.
Okay. 5 points damage.
That hits. It's going to take, seems like now you can tell it's sort of like you're cracking its carapace a little bit. It's having some trouble. That's its turn. Damn. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Fucking monks. All right, your turn.
All right. Okay, so does a 16 hit?
That's gonna. Yeah, it will.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure that a 12 is not going to hit.
Nope.
Okay, so that's another D4. Oh, max damage this time. 8.
8. Yeah, this thing's well hurt. And that is gonna be. Shit. I don't have Merc's character sheet open. Give me a second. And with that, Murph and Mop are in casting range. And just like looking at the spells, Murph is going to cast a Sacred Flame at it. Actually, no, that's oh shit, that's a dex save from my guy, and he did not pass. And so he will take 2 more points. Mop, that is your turn. This thing is on death's door. You are like, presumably you ran off with Murph to try and catch up to Gideon after his feat of acrobatics.
So you presume that I took the stairs instead of doing a backflip?
I did.
I'm
Was
gonna
that right?
say, out of spite, I'm gonna say that I jumped. I'm a trained burglar.
There you go. This is what I'm fucking talking about.
That's right.
Sorry, I guess I should have asked what you did when you jumped out of the when Gideon jumped out of the window, but he
Does
also
this-
has about an extra 20 feet of movement on you. So
Does this expert thief need to make an athletics roll for having jumped out
Yes.
the window?
if I made the monk,
No hesitation.
if I made the monk take it, the thief needs to take it too.
Hey,
Also,
charisma 8. You know,
you have half of the thief levels that he has
This is
in
true.
monk.
this is absolutely true. Here we go. That is a nat 1.
You do 8 backflips.
Brian, what is it? D6 per 10 feet?
Yeah. So like you try to be like really cool and you do that one thing where like you're standing at the like edge of the window and you have like the Jesus pose for a second and you just fall backwards, forgetting that that's a really bad way to do this.
Yeah,
I was rolling- I made like 3 or 4 20 up rolls and then rolled a 1.
Yeah, you were doing pretty good until that point.
Damn it.
Sorry, just had to ban somebody for advertising in our channel for spam.
The advertising
Yeah,
parachutes.
yeah.
I could have used one.
So you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall in a thorny bush, or bludgeoning and piercing damage.
My back.
And Murph is like,
Ow.
Are you okay? You're like,
I think my pride is wounded beyond repair.
so Murph carefully like goes out the window and like kind of like climbs down. It's like-
Kinda-
and so that's why you guys show up 2 turns too late.
Womp womp.
The one time I eat shit, there's gotta be a witness.
Yeah. But Murph is going to clap you on the shoulder and cast Cure Wounds and heal you back up to full. So
Thank you, Murph.
yeah.
Don't tell anyone.
So now you revive at the battle mop. This
If I
thing's on
see-
death's door. You can see
Yeah,
it's like
yeah. If I
you
can
can see
see
it's
that, yeah. If I can
bleeding
see
and-
that, I'm gonna sling a. We'll go with a firebolt. It's a 16 to hit, range spell attack.
that'll hit.
Alrighty. Watch me roll a 1 again. 8.
That's gonna. How do you kill this thing?
Let's go for.
That's max damage, isn't it?
I think it's
For your
1d10.
firebolt. Oh, never mind. 1d10.
Yeah, 1d10.
Continue.
Yeah,
How do you kill it?
I am going to do the classic scorpion fatality, where it just like goes right through its stomach and out the back, and you can kind of like see through it.
Nice. So you like as like Gideon's about to punch this thing again and then like hit it with his quarterstaff. All of a sudden, like a hole just is like blown out through this thing's back, And Gideon, you can see a mop through the hole. Somehow, even though there's a height difference, don't worry about it. It's more fun this way. And
the angle of that firebolt, there had to
It
be
was
a,
mid-jump.
there had to be a second caster in the grassy knoll.
yeah, the thing was like the thing was like mid jump. And yeah, so what do people want to do now? Because the thing like basically just like collapses to the ground.
I immediately look to my compatriots and I say, "They're going to the mine," and I would just start like running.
Shoo.
Because like I'm sorry, that's what my whole point was. I just
Naruto
Mom,
running.
give me a
Oh no.
perception check. Mop.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
Did
sorry.
I say
He was on-
Murph? I'm sorry.
I just heard perception check. I just figured he was the one running. Perception. That looks good. Ooh, dirty 20.
Okay. As you're following Gideon, you see something shiny on like the thing that the monster's claw.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna squat down, and before I touch it, I'm just gonna get a closer look at it. These claws might be sharp.
No. Here's I can't. No, never mind. Yeah, it's your thing. Never mind.
Gideon.
Go. Yep, I'm gone.
You see, and this is interesting that you caught it. It's the ring you saw in that portrait earlier.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, God's be damned. I don't like this. Oh. Mm. I'm gonna take it.
Nothing happens.
Except I got a sweet ring.
Yeah, it's
From
a
your
platinum
ass.
signet ring and boss with a snowdrop blossom, worth 75 gold pieces.
My life is worth more than 75 gold pieces. Thank you very much. All right.
All I'm hearing is he owns the mine now. He's got the signet ring.
Look at me. It's my mind now.
I'm the miner now.
Okay,
Yo.
so
Yeah.
you didn't take long. So you're able to kind of keep up with Gideon here.
Okay.
Because you're a thief. You're like, oh, shiny, mine. You know.
It's in the blood.
And you see a gape as you like catch up with Gideon and reach this path. There's no sign of Onin, but you see a gaping hole in the mountainside that marks the entrance to the mine. There's several carts that sit outside the cavern, one filled with rock and dirt pulled from the mine, the other piled with large beams of wood. New supports that were never installed after the collapse. You can see dimly, you can see like 30 feet inside the mine is dimly lit, and anything beyond that is darkness. There's shallow ruts in the dirt leading to the back of the mine where the cave-in was never fully excavated, and the entrance, and smaller tunnels branch off from the main shaft.
Do we have a map?
Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Map.
Oh, that's big.
You guys are never finding me.
Yeah.
I'll just get a new sheet.
No.
Do I catch up to Gideon? Or is he still out of sight for me? I do.
Are you gonna try and like stop Gideon from like diving into the mine like he's going to, or obviously planning to? Sorry, Brian, I don't know. I'm not gonna speak for your character, but
Yeah. You know what? You got to allow us to roll our natural ones.
Yeah. No, let's do this. Wolverines!
Oh man.
Well,
I hope-
first, yeah. No,
I hope you're Patrick Swayze. I don't want to be Swayze this time. I'll be Josh Peck the remake. You can be Swayze. Yeah, I'm very much of the.
yeah,
do
roll
not-
for it.
Oh, okay.
See if you're
Yeah.
able to stop Gideon.
Oh shit.
Oh, all right, yeah.
no.
Headlong into the mine.
That was a 3 before modifiers. I'm gonna say no.
Gideon.
Okay, so acrobatics check then?
Yeah. I mean,
Or what do you want?
So, like, basically, like, are you gonna like if Mop tries to like stop you from charging in? What are you gonna do?
Oh, okay. What exactly does he shout?
What do you say, Mop?
Those things, they're very big. Maybe think about this.
Actually, they're very small. They're like Odin sized.
But I mean, wide, ugly. They could be bigger in the mines.
You'll be with me, right?
Well, yeah.
Give me an intelligence check, Gideon.
Okay, yeah, sure. That's definitely my strong suit with
I
my
know.
whole 0 modifier. Yeah, 6.
How do I spin this?
I'm just presuming, man. I'm presuming that she was the smaller of more of these ugly things. We'll see.
You're able to tell, like, Mop wants you to stop, maybe to like come up with a plan, but you're thinking like Onan's in trouble and we need to follow. But that's up to you.
Yeah, Onan's in trouble. We need to follow.
Yeah. Okay. So you sprint into the mine. It's about it gets dark. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Ah, yes, you're one of those. So basically, oh, I'm sorry, Mop.
I got
Oh
magic.
no, wait. Doesn't your Shadowfell thing give you dark vision? I forget.
It gives me magic. It does not give me dark vision.
Okay, never mind. So you enter into the main tunnel.
Oh, wait, he's with Murph, isn't he? Can't Murph cast the light spell or something?
Murph casts light,
There you go.
and you guys continue forth, and you guys enter the main tunnel. The mine is dark and damp, and you hear the sound of dripping water echoing from deep within. The light fades faster than it should as you move deeper, until you're wrapped in impressive gloom and shadow. I need everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Do I need to give you a wisdom saving throw?
No.
Damn it.
21.
Wisdom saving throw. Hey, okay.
21 with him.
21.
Okay. So, yeah. Everything's fine. For the first time you enter this cave, Mop, and like you were having these hallucinations and things, but you're able to kind of like shake it off a little bit. Like you think that you almost would have been distracted, but you're able to kind of like hold off from being like turned around, like be able to tell like what's real and what's not.
Interesting.
So yeah. So what do you do now?
Probably, let's see. Well, we come up to an almost immediate fork. Is Gideon so far away that I don't know where he is, or
I would think.
I mean, I would
Gideon,
not.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah,
Sorry, speaking for you. What is Gideon doing?
I don't think that I would. I would be running towards where I think maybe Onan might be, but I wouldn't be running so fast that if my party is with me, sort of thing, that I would be outpacing
right.
them.
Yeah.
Would you
yeah, not-
slow down if you were called to?
But yes, of course,
Yeah.
because I mean I know that they're with me. I know that they also can't travel as fast as me.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm going to assume that. Well, I mean, if I see him going, then he clearly probably didn't take a right at M2, so I'll just keep going then.
Did you keep going straight, Gideon?
Let's see here. I can't really see down M2. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean it's outside of your dark vision range.
Okay.
They're very much. So.
Can I maybe do like a perception check to see if I can hear any noise coming from down that way that might indicate that Onan is down there? Or like, I guess, can I do a perception check and try to get a sense of like where he might be taken? Is there noise coming off from the north, the south? Like, what are we talking here?
You're not really getting any sort of noises that you're hearing, other than like dripping water and echoing deeper within the mine.
I'll actually defer to Mop on this one then, because if he's the one who can like sense the magic, then maybe there's some sort of residual teleport energy in the air that can tell us which way they went.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically,
I mean, he was able to do it before, so
Yeah.
basically a divining rod.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, I'm immediately going to presume it's not an M2. So,
I mean, how do you know that?
well, I mean, if there's a guy on the
You
run,
can't see down that tunnel.
that's true. I don't know how far it goes.
I'm just saying. It's like you can see it on here, but that doesn't mean you'd be able to see that.
Good point. Yeah, if that's the case, I would probably immediately try it then.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Can I detect the magic as I'm walking, or do I need to stop to do that, or?
To what check down? Oh no. I'd say give me just a quick Arcana check again.
Sure. Oof. 10.
Murph will like try to assist you he's just babbling off facts about Faye.
It's shit you'd ignore anyways.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, worse. 9.
They're in the mine.
Shit.
okay. I guess I'll head
We gotta check.
south first.
Okay.
Yeah.
To M2.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll go together.
Okay.
It would really suck if he was in M2 and we immediately skip it to like go deeper into the mine sort of thing, and then like just Onan's out of the entire game for just because we took a wrong turn.
Very good point.
Yeah. Are you guys able to act not within meta knowledge, or? So I can tell you, I can give Onan an idea of what he's experiencing right now instead of being like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, you're okay with being in the dark right now?
I mean,
Literally
If you-
in the
if you-
dark.
yeah, I was like,
All right. Then. Yeah. So as you guys enter into this M2 area, the tunnel ends at a small chamber that holds worn picks, rusty shovels, and 2 handcarts filled with debris and rags. And then as Murph walks into the room, and you guys look up. You see a fuck ton of bats, and as his light spell goes off, roll initiative!
Damn it.
As 3 swarms of bats descend from the ceiling.
17.
Okay, this is where we start to see the other side of that die. 7.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that
Not
die either
during the
hates you
rescue
or
phase.
loves you. What was yours? 17?
Yes.
Okay. Murph got a 20. And then start. So these bats, they come flying down, and Murph is going to immediately. Does he have any AoE? He's not. He's going to just smack at one of the things with his mace.
I hate to ask, but does he have dark vision?
He's a tiefling.
Okay, yeah.
He's only got that out because he's only got the light out for Mop's sake.
Okay.
Actually, no. He's gonna hit it with a sacred flame, just kind of like blast out some fire at it. Which they fail, so they take the full damage. Immediately. Okay, 4. Hits one of the swarms. And then Mop, that's your turn.
Honestly, I think the best thing I can do here is just fire off a firebolt
Yep.
at the nearest disgusting winged mammal. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Ooh. Do it, son.
It's the Dominaria logo. I had to check it wasn't the one.
Yeah.
All right.
But you're using a magic counter as a D20?
That's what it is. It's just a spin down. Yeah. It comes with the box set, Ben. All right.
We need to have a talk about your dice with Brendan Mertens.
Hey. I'm not using an auto roller.
That's fair. That's better than last. Better than
That's
last
why.
Saturday.
That's why I can hit anything. 10.
Nice. Okay. All right. That's the first swarm's turn. They're gonna. One of them is gonna fly at Murph. Does a 15 hit? Actually, yeah. No, it does not. And then the next one's going to fly at Mop. Does a 13 hit Mop.
Just does.
Okay. You're going to take 3 points of piercing damage. And then the final swarm's going to fly at Gideon. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
That's another 3. That's 3 points of piercing damage. That is your turn, Gideon.
Okay. I'm beating up on bats, I guess.
Okay. Do it.
Same setup as before. Okay, so the fist is probably going to hit with, what is that, 23?
Yep. That's going to do it.
Okay. 8 points bludgeoning damage to the swarm.
Okay. Are you attacking the one that... Are you attacking the one in your face or a different one?
The one who hit me.
Okay. All right. That is Murph's turn. He's gonna do another Sacred Flame at the one attacking him. They're gonna fail and take. Oof. As Murph passes his Sacred Flame out from his hand, that swarm in front of him disintegrates into nothing and basically burned to a crisp. And then that is Mop's turn. So there's one attacking you, one kind of like swarming around Gideon.
Let's see what I could do. Can't exactly sneak attack a bat, and I am in melee with him. I'm just going to take out my short sword and take a swing.
Okay.
Nat 1.
Yeah, you're just like ineffectually like that's the swarm's turn. It's a nat 1. They're not gonna hit Mop, and they're not gonna hit Gideon. Gideon, your turn.
Okay. It's probably gonna be another fist.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
Another 8.
You need to like. I swear that your staff die hates you. Murph again with just blasting out gouts of fire. Is gonna do it, and he's going for the one that was attacking Mop because it's closest to him, and that's 4 points of damage. Then Mop, your turn.
I'm going to respond with, actually, yeah, you know what? I have a higher to hit and higher average damage just firebolting it in the face, so I'll just do that. I don't know why I'm trying to get cute here. 8.
Not gonna do it here. They're kind of like close, and you just kind of like blast through the middle of the swarm. That one's going to attack you. Does a 15 hit?
Me? Yeah.
Okay. 3 points of piercing. Gideon does a 18 hit.
Yes.
5 points of piercing. Gideon, it's your turn.
Okay. It's time to show you how much this staff die does not hate me. Hey, there you go. See?
Came back.
Nice.
So does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Okay, so then everything hits. Got it. We're looking, and let's see here. It's 8 plus 12, so 14.
14. Yeah, as you're swinging and punching through this swarm, it seems like they're a lot thinner now. You can kind of like, you're not getting like vision obstructed by all these bats around you. And then that is turn around to Gideon. He was again going to Sacred Flame. And he's actually going to miss the swarm this time in the attempt to not hit Mop. Mop, that is your turn.
Another one.
All right, do it. Do it.
Mission accomplished. 24.
That'll
2
hit.
hits. 8 damage.
8 damage. Good. Again, you're kind of thinning out the swarms at this point. You can kind of like, you're not like vision obstructed or anything like that, like you were before. And that's the swarms. A 6 does not hit Mop, and a 17.
Miss.
Miss. Yep. So
Nice.
like these, because they're sort of like thinned out now. You're able to kind of keep out of the way. That is Murph. He's going to cast Sacred Flame.
Wait,
Oh, sorry, Gideon, your turn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Everything hits then. Good.
Everything hits.
We're looking at... Oh, shit. Okay, that's only 10 points damage.
Just enough. As you start swinging you basically like with your quarterstaff just like spinning it around and just like are able to sort of like knock the rest of the bats out of the air. And that brings us around to Murph. And the bats are able to are going to get burned again, and they're going to take 6 points of radiant damage. Mop, that is your turn.
Coming.
There's not many of them left at this point.
19 to hit.
19's gonna hit.
9 damage.
That's gonna clear out that swarm as you blast them with a bolt of fire. There's nothing else back here. It looks like this is sort of like where they're kind of like trying to work on making space to clear out the tunnel cave in. On that note, sorry, Onan. We will find out what happens to Onan next week because we're coming up on time. And just a little thing. We haven't figured out what our theme for Monday or Tuesday is going to be for our nerd talk.
I think we just did, actually.
Oh, yeah, I guess we're going to do what... We did talk about doing movies, but we didn't say what specifically.
It was Supernatural Christmas Stories, wasn't it?
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. You were talking about Victorian ghost stories.
Mm-hmm.
What we're doing on Tuesday. I forgot. Thank you, Brennan, for keeping my sanity in place.
Apparently, there's an omnibus of specifically Christmas ones.
Yeah. Melissa is going to be leading us in that because it seems like she was the one that was most excited by the prospect. So she hasn't told us if there's any required reading as of yet, but we'll figure it out.
Having been plagued by 3 ghosts at Christmas, I feel like I can add to the subject.
Yeah. So that's sort of the end. Sorry, Onan, we didn't figure out what happens to our faithful paladin, but I assure you come back next week, we'll figure out what happened. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and we'll see you again next Wednesday or Monday or Tuesday if you want to join us for our ghost stories. All right. Bye, everybody.
Take care.